A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In the name of God, the merciful benefactor, the merciful redeemer. My prayer, my sacrifice, my life, and my death are all for God. He has commanded me to submit, and that I do. My subject today comes from the Holy Quran. It is, be who God made you to be. The Holy Quran says in Surah 2 and 285, it says, Amana Rasulu bima unzila alayhi min rabbihi wa mu'minuna kullu amana billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rasulihi ala nufaruku baina ahadim min rasulihi wa qalu asami'na wa ata'na ghufranaka rabbana wa alayka al-masir. The Holy Quran says the messenger has believed in what was revealed from his Lord, and so do the believers. His angels, his books, and his messenger says, we believe and we obey. And then the Quran says, he has sent messengers, but do not make any distinction between them. The believers say, we hear and obey. This message of authenticity is encapsulated in this verse. God says he sent messengers, but make no distinctions between them. Why is this important? Because God gave each of them different gifts. Each of them came at different times. Each of them came to different nations and different people. How does this apply to you? God made you specifically for your time, for your people, for your environment, for your family. By you pretending to be somebody else and being unauthentic, you are doing yourself a disservice, and you are doing the very God that you serve a disservice. I remember stories of Martin Luther King, where he was going to take on this big mission. His father told him, don't do it. You're going to ruin your reputation. You're going to ruin yourself politically. You're never going to be able to take care of those downtrodden and oppressed. It's too much for you, Martin. Dr. King had to do what was right for Dr. King. During Dr. King's time, the people from the South, from the North, all called him a heretic, all called him a person that was out of step with time. They didn't like him, although now they put his pictures on the wall and call him a champion. I remember reading the story of Muhammad Ali. People called him a loudmouth. People said he was too arrogant. People said he was too conceited. But Muhammad Ali carried on his mission from God. Now you hang his picture on your wall and said he is a great champion for social justice. I remember reading Malcolm X. All people said that he was too much. He was out of step with time. He should tone down his message. He should do this and he should do that. His own people said he was overstepping, the man that even taught him Islam. Now you hang Malcolm's picture on your wall and say he was a great champion for social justice. And many people are trying to imitate and be like Malcolm. Even our very prophets, Jesus, peace be upon him, he came to a people. His mother disagreed with him. His family disagreed with him. The people in the towns, the Pharisees and the Yahud or the Jews disagreed with his message. But Jesus was sent for a time, and now millions of people follow Jesus. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, they said he was bringing a new religion. They said he was upsetting the status quo. He was going in and changing people's lives to symbolize greatness and goodness and righteousness. They said he was out of step. They said he was out of time. They said he was a troublemaker, upsetting the status quo. But the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had a mission from God. So my question to you is, are you going to be authentic? Are you going to be who you're supposed to be, in line with the Creator that created you? Or are you going to let somebody come in and tell you what you're doing is not right? No, I'm not talking about this frivolity that you're doing, and some people may be showing off. Some people may be trying to bring attention to themselves. No, I'm asking you, if you are in line with what you believe your purpose is, what you believe that God has sent you here to do, are you going to back down from that because some people don't like it? Are you going to back down from that because some people think you're too much? Are you going to back down from that because some people who don't know you consider you conceited and arrogant? Are you comfortable with yourself to carry out God's mission? Are you going to back down and go to your grave unsatisfied, dissatisfied, and only a shell of what you're supposed to be? The Holy Quran says the messenger has believed in what God has revealed, and the believers believe. They say they hear and they believe and they submit to their Lord. Authenticity is a heck of a thing, man. When you're comfortable with yourself, people are very uncomfortable with you. Very uncomfortable. I'm going to tell you a story here about a subordinate and a supervisor. I had a supervisor who was very uncomfortable with me because I was getting a lot of attention being the Islamic chaplain. I was getting speaking events every week. The attention was focused on me. I didn't ask for the attention. So the person who I know cared for me said, "Chaplain, you got to tone down. You're a little bit too much. You're putting yourself out there too much." And of course, I admired this person, but I was really disturbed inside. I wasn't seeking the attention. I'm an inspirational person, I believe, and that comes from God. All right, I spent 30 years of my life as an ignorant buffoon and a quasi-studio thug with no good intentions for anybody but myself. So I was disturbed by the supervisor's message. And why is this important? It's not about me. It's about people's limitations that they put on you that has nothing to do with you, but it has everything to do with their fear. This supervisor, 5 years later, said to me, "I am so sorry because I was trying to limit you based upon my fears. I was afraid for you. I was afraid that people were going to see you as a show-off. People were going to see you as inauthentic. People were going to see you as a narcissistic person, and I know that's not you." And I said, "Sir, I understand that. And thank you for your love and thank you for your consideration. But that's not who I am. And so I don't give a whole lot of thought to those people because those are the same people, had they met me 20 years ago, who I was then, they would have criticized me then." So what is my message to you? And I hope you're listening to this for yourself, not as an intention for me. My message for you is to be authentic. If you believe that God has sent you on this particular purpose, learn how to deal with the criticism. Learn how to deal with the hurt and the pain of people thinking that you're something and you're not. Learn how to take that and find a way to push that as an outlet. Go find a way to get that out of you as an outlet. My outlet is the gym. I have to go every morning. I'll let you in on a little secret. If I'm not in the gym, if I'm not improving, because for 30 years I was an ignoramus, if I'm not doing something, I'll get very depressed. I'll get very depressed. And inside of myself, I start self-loathing and I start saying, oh, I'm not doing enough. So my point to you in this very short, what we call a khutbah or a message or a sermon, is don't be afraid to be yourself. God has made you for this specific time, for this specific place, for this specific people, and this specific family that you're in. Do your best to improve on your authenticity every day. The Holy Quran 2 and 285 says, the messenger has believed in what has been revealed. They believe in his angels. They believe in his books. They believe in his messengers, and they make no distinctions between them. Why? Because God gave each of them different gifts. And anybody who is jealous or hating on you for the gifts that God gave you, you have to find a way to dismiss them. I have a saying, and I'll close here. If you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. I'm going to say that one more time. If you can't change the people around you, change the people around you, because it is incumbent upon you to be who God made you. Let's say a small prayer here, the same prayer that I say all the time. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربي زدني علما. Oh God, give us the best of this world and that of the hereafter, and save us from the fire. Don't let our hearts deviate after you have guided us to the truth. We don't seek worldly gains. We seek your pleasure. We seek who you want us to be. God, give us the courage to withstand the fire of the criticism that comes to us every day, just trying to live out your will. Oh, and God, increase us in knowledge. Make us better husbands. Make us better fathers. Make us better mothers. Make us better people seeking your will, and let us do your will and not the will of man. Let us do your will and not the will of our friends. Let us do your will, seeking nothing but your face and your honor and your glory. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum. Have a great day. Peace and blessings be upon you.